Hello, Frags and Beer family. Welcome back to Beard Wizard Reviews. I'm your host, Zaymot, also known as Trevor on social media, or Beard Wizard Man if you prefer. So I'm sorry, a message just popped up on my screen, and I didn't expect that because I thought I signed out of that app. Anyway, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show. It's Thursday, and it's been a while since we've gone back and done a MacDonald video. We're going to go back and do one of his older ones, Hangman, from 2017. I don't see this one done a lot either. I haven't seen a lot of people review or react to this. So we'll take a look at it, talk about it, pause as necessary, etc. Ways to support the channel are obviously in the video description below. Like I always say, but the biggest one is to click that red subscribe button. We are almost there, boys and girls. I only need 20 more of you to join the Frags and Beer family, and we will reach 1,000, which is our goal. At that point, I'm going to give away 10 copies of my book, Embers of Liberty. Some of them will be audio books, some will be ebooks, and there will be a couple of physical copies mixed in there, including a hardback version of the collector's edition, which I will send one of those out to one lucky person, signed, delivered directly from my hand to you through the magic of the United States Postal Service. So anyway, make sure you click that red subscribe button, share it out there with your friends, let people know. All right, so today, again, we're going to take a look at Tom MacDonald's Hangman. This is from 2017. This is from the era before Tom really broke out and got huge with Dear Rappers. This is right before that, actually. But this is where he was starting to get comfortable with his style and really starting to find himself with rap. Most of his, hello, Ed, how's it going? Most of his videos before this were kind of a mix of rock and rap and R&B and a lot of different styles. And this seems to be where Tom started settling into the style he stuck with for quite a number of years. So we're going to take a look at this one and we'll talk about it as we go. So here we go. This is Hangman from Tom MacDonald.
This a warning for the ones who say they aren't afraid. Lately I've been coming from a darker place. I've been dealing with depression, I'm more dangerous than ever. I've been drinking again and never felt better. I swear to God that I'ma burn a bridge and piss on the flames. Mix the ash with some whiskey and spit it all in their face. My new girl probably flip if you got something to say. She reminds me of myself when I would drink every day. I used to feel like how I felt was just a temporary phase, but now I feel like the feelings are fucking feeding off fame. And I don't plan to slow down to give it a second to breathe. I push the pedal past the breaking point, I'm picking up speed. In 2016, swear I came apart at the seams. I was scared of the dark and therefore afraid of my dreams. But I rebuilt what came apart with iron, alloy, and beams. Come fly a plane into my legs and I won't fall to my knees. Haven't taken...
I am good, thank you, Ed. In this opening, we hear a lot of themes that are going to carry on into some of Tom's other stuff. You know, being afraid of the dark, being built of steel beams. Trying to think of the word I'm looking for here, but he'll take a lot of these phrases and themes and some of these metaphors, and he's going to pepper them through a lot of his songs, even up to today. And it's interesting to see where some of that stuff came from and how his writing evolved and how his videos evolved. This is obviously before Nova started working with him on his music videos and really broadened his image that way. But the writing is still there, the lyrics are still there, and it's still very raw in this era of Tom's catalog. And you see it quickly get refined from here on out, which is kind of cool to watch. That's why I like going back to these old ones and doing his new ones, and you come back here and you really see how he's evolved over just a few short years.
To my legs and I won't fall to my knees. Haven't taken any pills to calm me down for a month. I'm on the edge and I'm waiting for any reason to jump. Don't take it lightly, I'm excited when they throw in the punch. I got a list of different strategies to bury these bumps. Very rarely do I carry out a weight of a grudge, but I've been barely ordinary since the prairies and drugs. My imaginary friends in camouflage with some guns, and I've been fairly military, but my army is one. They've been passive aggressive with how they deal with my message. They lack the passion and reckless nature of truthful expression. They ain't made of what I'm made from. They've been bruised up and dented. They don't understand understand the underhanded, ruthless obsession that I was born with. Slam like the door sticks. Closet full of skeletons so heavy couldn't move them with a forklift. Your bitch probably fell in love cause you forced it. Now she bumped my records while you deep inside a porn binge. I woke up with a buzzing in my head. I don't want to leave the comfort of my bed. A dozen missed calls from a dozen of my friends, and my day just started, but it's coming to an end. Already getting dark.
I agree. And he is a great songwriter, and I like that he's not afraid to touch on those topics that are taboo sometimes. He's not afraid to talk about depression. He's not afraid to talk about having suicidal thoughts or, self-doubt. He's not afraid to write a song about those things. And I like that about him because he does it well. And he's not afraid to really get into the stuff that a lot of people tend to avoid. So that I really love about him.
Coming to an end, already getting dark. Wake up with the stars. I don't even know how I got home after I left the bar. Yeah, I did 8 months sober and I hate that it's over, but the weight on my shoulders started breaking my heart. I started out with 1 or 2 and then I moved to 3 or 4 and then I realized that I was back where I had been before. Atavans gone missing from the bottle. Tell my doctor they were stolen, but I know that they were swallowed. Everything I ever did was always done with open throttles. All the way or nothing. Non-commitment is a broken promise. And I know that that's a problem in itself. But you're living or you're dying or you're crying out for help. Yeah, it's been a week since I felt like me. I've been starving, but I just can't eat. I'm exhausted, but I can't find sleep. It's been harder than it's ever been. The darkness hasn't ever dimmed. The light's so bleak. I never understood what they meant when they said that they were just the shadows of men that they had been before they were beat. Now I know that everything I heard was for real when I'm looking in the mirror at a shell of myself. I think that stress is a contributing factor to being 28 and feeling older than dad does. The wrinkles on my face spreading faster and faster. If the good die young, I hope I'm one of the bad ones. The day's long, stay strong and try again tomorrow though. Even if you're running out of reasons to ignore the phone. Even if you're running out of gas, go and borrow more. Your demons knock the hardest when you finally chose to close the door. This is not the way my parents...
And that comes into Best Rapper Ever. He, again, brings these themes, the demons, the darkness. But I also like how he's mixed in that message there is keep going. If you run out of gas, borrow more. If you find more reasons to not answer the phone, just keep going. Just keep doing you. Keep grinding. Keep doing whatever it is you need to do moving forward. And I like that because it doesn't just wallow in it. Like some writers, some musicians and artists who do go into depression or go into, thoughts of suicide, when they write about those things, sometimes they wallow in it as if there's no escape, there's no way out of it. And I like that he's acknowledging that these things exist, that he experiences these feelings, but he also turns it around and says, hey, you just got to push forward. You just got to move. You got to keep doing it. You got to keep grinding it. And I like that because it puts a light at the end of the tunnel rather than making you feel like you're never going to get out of there. It's just saying, look, you can do it. Just keep going. And I agree, Ed. I was a fan of rap when I was a kid. When I was coming up in the 90s, I went to school in Georgia in high school, and it was either country or rap. I hung out with the metalheads, but you could not escape country or rap. And especially in that era, because that's when rap was really coming into its own as a genre and separating from what had come before and becoming its own thing. But then it turned into gangster rap and mumble rap, and I really didn't care for that very much. But starting to listen to Tom again a couple years back, and that really kind of reawakened my appreciation for the genre. I still don't listen to it a lot, but there's a few select artists like Tom and Dax and a couple others that I'll listen to that I really enjoy.
The hardest when you finally chose to close the door. This is not the way my parents raised me. I hope they realize that they didn't fail one of their babies. This is the result of a declining social climate that's original design was keeping people trapped inside it. Liquor and violence, we suffer in silence until we embrace one another and find our collective defiance will topple the giants. I just try to smile through the crying, cause I know that someone somewhere is feeling way worse than I am, and that's true. That's true.
That last passage right there is probably the best, to me, the best part of this song. You know, the social climate that is designed to keep us trapped. So we deal with it with our addictions, you know, and that's another theme that he goes into in another one of his songs, that we use we use our addictions to fight our demons, I believe is the line in one of his other songs. But there at the end where, you know, I smile through it anyway because I know somebody else out there is doing worse than I am. I think a lot of people feel that way, like, you know, I'm struggling, or I'm tired, I'm worn out, I'm depressed, whatever it is, but we smile and keep going because there's somebody maybe in our life, or somebody close to us, or somebody who we know, or we just know there's somebody out there doing worse than us. So we keep moving, we keep going, you know, and that's a reality for a lot of people. So anyway, thank you guys so much, Ed, and anybody else who was here. I really appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you subscribe. If you are watching the recording, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Hangover Gang, haven't seen you guys in a while. Hopefully you come to the video and let me know what you think of the review. I appreciate you guys. And go to Tom's channel if you're new to Tom's music, and let him know the Frags of Beer Network sent you. I will see you guys all again soon. You have a great one. Much love.